Okay. Hi everyone. I am back. And the last time I made a video was 2 weeks ago. And so with school, it's really hard to put out. It would be almost impossible for me to put out one video every week. So I'm going to try to put out a small video, like a small drawing on a Friday, and then 2 weeks later I'll post a bigger drawing on the Friday. So I'm gonna try really hard to keep posting because I really love doing it. It's so much fun. Having a time that I have to finish something really motivates me to finish it. So with this drawing, I was especially motivated because this is a drawing that I based pretty loosely on One Piece. So the ship, the characters in One Piece have a ship, and the ship, the head of the ship looks like a sheep, and so the main character likes to sit on the head of the ship, and the main character wears a straw hat. And so this picture is pretty much the soul of the ship. And the umbrella is protecting her from the rain. And I incorporated little bits of every character, every Straw Hat character in the picture. And you could comment and see if you can find all of them. Some of them are really obvious, like right now I'm doing the green hair of the first mate's hair, pretty iconic, the green hair, and also the straw hat, obviously the main characters. But others are a little harder to find. So if you find all of them, you can write them down in the comments, and then in next week's video I'll say all of them if no one got them, which I doubt. They're not that hard. So for also that I'm coloring these eyes different colors, yes, it is also a hint. So for drawing this drawing, it actually took me a really long time for all of the coloring. Like sometimes I would sit down and color for like 2 hours straight, but sometimes I wouldn't have as much time because I would have homework, and I could just sit down like for a half hour and do like one part of it. And so it really took, I think it took like around 5 hours, and that's not including the sketching process. So that's why I really wanted to put out like a smaller video every 2 weeks, so that I'd really have 3 weeks to work on the bigger videos, because it takes a long time for me to sketch. Like I know some people like Art a la carte, and like I don't know, that she just came to my mind because I watched her videos recently, but some people can really just sketch in like the time that it takes to make the video, like in like 10 minutes, but it takes me a long time, and it's very calming. It's a process that I'm learning. I'm actually pretty new to drawing. I started like 3 years ago. I started in around 3.5 years ago. So I'm just now I'm only just now coming up with my own characters instead of just copying. Oh, sorry. My frizz, it's the famous frizz. What was I saying? Oh, I lose track of my thoughts all the time. What was I saying? Well, anyway, I want to talk about what I'm doing now because I totally forgot what I was saying. The process that I'm doing now, the folds, this time that I'm doing it, I was trying to figure it out, like which part was in shadow and which part was highlighted. So by the higher up I got, the more I figured it out. And I was trying to make it like the red, because the sails from the Straw Hat's ship have a sail that has red stripes and beige stripes, which I'll put in later. And the stripes, well, essentially the coat that she's wearing it's like it's the sail, and so the stripes were harder to do than like I anticipated, like, but it was definitely a lot of fun figuring it out, like figuring out things. Like I said in my previous video, I just love figuring things out from things that I draw. Like in this drawing, I figured out how I could do rain with Copic markers and colored pencils, and the effects of the rain on bouncing off of things. And I also did the wrinkles in clothing, and it's just interesting to learn things from drawings. Oh, okay. So, I want to change my channel name to Riri Raisin instead of Sour Raisin for a few reasons. One, I think Riri Raisin sounds better. Sour Raisin is actually a nickname that my friends in school call me. But Riri is a nickname that my good friend's little sister calls me. And it just sounds good with raisin. And so I just wanted to tell you guys so that if you wanted to search me up, I'm probably going to change it in around a week just so people have the chance to see this video. Here, I realized about like halfway through my ideas of coloring like one of the sleeves blue, again, another hint, that it looked American before I colored the beige. So while yes, I do live in America, I am not that patriotic that I would specifically draw something that would be for America. But if you want to take it that way and you want to have like an American picture for anything, sure, you can use it as that, like before I colored it in. Yeah, so I just realized that. So when I was coloring the straw, I really wanted to incorporate a lot of pinks in the coloring. Not only is it a hint to something else in the show, but it's also, I used the, I wanted this picture to be really soft. So, I mean, obviously I haven't mastered that because my lines are really bold wherever I messed up and I went over it. But, I'm using the Sakura Pigma Micron, and it's the sepia version, which actually, I didn't know this, but apparently it comes from like a certain type of fish. I don't know. Anyway, so I was using that, and it's like, you can't tell right now because you don't have anything to compare it to, but it's a lot lighter than the black. It's just makes it softer, and since I was doing the pinks, it wouldn't clash as much. So here I'm doing the straw hat, and I'm using yellows, beiges, and pinks. And the process was pretty repetitive throughout the whole straw hat. So I sped up, like this part was the slowest part, and then I really sped up the other parts, as you can see right now. Because the video, as I said before, it was 5 hours of footage, and I could not put 5 hours of footage. I don't think anyone would watch that on YouTube. Like, I think for me watching videos, like, if I just want something to accompany my art, like I really just want something that's like under 15 minutes. So that's what I decided I would make my videos, like under 15 minutes. But I don't know, what do you think? Do you think it would be better to have longer videos, or do you think even shorter videos would be better? I mean, on the Fridays that I'm gonna try to post the smaller videos, it's probably gonna be like under 10 minutes. So I don't know, which do you guys like better? Do you like the shorter videos or the longer videos? For me, I think the longer videos are much more much more, you really have to, I really have to like sit down for longer periods of time and focus on like what I want to do, because there's much more involved in the planning of the picture. Like usually, like for this one even, I didn't plan on having the wood underneath, or the boardwalk. I just had the character, and I didn't know how I would do the rain. So there's a lot more planning. Like with a smaller piece, I would probably just do the foreground. I wouldn't make a background. I Oh, and I am sorry about saying all the time. Like, I noticed in my past videos that I did that a lot, so I'm trying to be conscious of it. So, yes, I will try to work on that. Also, I do have a lot of hard classes in school, so if on the rare occasion that I cannot upload a video every 2 weeks, I sincerely apologize, and I will definitely not be able to put out a video during midterms and finals, because, oh my goodness, I have a double curriculum, because I go to a religious school, so that, and I'm in an AP history class, and it is very, very hard. I like challenges, but it's very, very hard, and there's a lot of work that I have to put in. So, right now, I'm using my, what's it called? Sakura Jelly Roll pen to make, like, the accents on the wood. And I was looking up pictures of, like, rain bouncing on wood, and it was so cool. Like, you should look that up. It's really, really cool. Like, the rain bounces up, and then it forms, like, little droplets. And I was trying to duplicate that on all the different surfaces, like, on the, where it would hit, like, on the part where she's holding, and on the hat, and on the wood especially. So it was, oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry. You know what? I think I'm going to have to go to a school for, like, speech. I need to know how to not say, And I'll just say like instead. That's better. Okay. So, again, just try to figure out what the hints were for the One Piece characters. Comment below. I want to see how many people can say all of them. Some of them are pretty hard. Tell me suggestions that you want to see me draw. I already have planned what I'm gonna do for my next one, something sea related, because I noticed that I liked working with the blues. I liked working with the blues on the sleeve. It was a lot of fun. And so I wanted to make a character with a lot of blue incorporated, so that's what I'm gonna do for the next small video. But if you have any suggestions for one of the bigger videos or one of the smaller videos, or you have something that you think I could improve of and maybe link a video of a tutorial on it or something. Okay, so we're approaching the end. Dun, 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 my workspace, showing it how it looks from afar. My workspace is always very messy. Those are all the markers in the corner that I used after I complete a piece, and this is after like several periods of cleaning up. And now I'm going to show the markers. So yes, those are the markers. It is a lot. And now I'm going to show you the finished piece up close, and hopefully for future videos I can scan it and show you the full thing, but for now this is the best I can do, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So again, leave some comments, leave a like, subscribe. Hope to see you in 2 weeks, and I will hopefully be by then Raisin. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Bye.